Yes, wow, it is indeed an honor to be commentating next to Mr. Donald Matipa.
And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Great Round Series, the last race of the year, organized by Global Athletics Club. This is the last race of the series. The race has already started, and the lead group just on the way, just before the 1 kilometer mark. Our time now is 1 minute and 20 seconds. The lead group just scattering all over the street.
I must say, Donald, it's a beautiful evening to run, eh? And I mean, the guys are going out. So, yeah, let's see. 10Ks, let's see if they can go sub 30.
Probably that is the time to be today here in the lead. You can see in the colors of Olifantsfontein, that is the bright yellow colors, that is Mtshali. And then we also see Temp also in the blue and orange color in the lead with Nedbank there. And still approaching the 1 kilometer mark. The time now 2 minutes. Just gonna see if they can break the sub 30 minutes, if they can run at a constant pace of 3 minutes a kilo. I can see Temp in the lead. And the far right, that is Busi from Temp running for Temp Athletics Club.
See some green team, they have the Nedbank guys just, following up. Also some Mr. Price and Transnet guys coming along there.
And here is the race director, Mailola, the founder of Global Athletics Club.
GreatRun series was established in 2007. We trademarked the names and we've been organizing since then. However, we want to see more support and especially from our businesses perspective, and also to grow the brand as well.
And back to the race again, the masses just coming through. Still now, this is Makakani training partner to Ludik Mavolo. They train there in Kempton Park at the Barnard Stadium.
Donald, let's just talk about the course a bit. I mean, it's around Pilditch, the Pilditch area. What do you think? Is it a flat course? I just saw an uphill now. I don't know. What can we expect though?
To be honest, the area around Pilditch is very flat, and as you can see now, the guys are just starting to accelerate. They just gone past the 1 kilometer mark, the race pace. 3 minutes a kilometer. Should they maintain the pace, we're going to see sub 30 minutes 00. From the far side next to the scooter, you can see the green colors, that is Mailola, the brother to Africa, and Mailola, the twins. And coming from back, you can see that is Aldous Baden host, the on-farm banner host, training there with the likes of Mokoka and Levin Muzazi. Still number of people, about 700 runners entered today in the lead. That is the men's race. Mtshali, Busi, both of Tembisa running for Oliphants and Tembisa respectively. And on the right, you can see that is TT men, Nedbank chasing them. The race time 4 minutes and 16 seconds.
Yes, it is indeed looking interesting at the moment. The guys just trying to push the pace from the start, and it's a downhill, so it looks like we're going to see a sub 30. I don't know, or am I talking a bit too early here?
And here comes Tutule Tseka, crossover from Vets University, the Gurus, and even the guys from Deep Slot